YouTube. I'm back. I've been out for a few weeks. Sorry that I haven't been getting videos out. I've been getting my eyes fixed. I had cataract removed these past month, and so, but things are looking up good. So I'm out here today to just kind of do a video. A little something different today. We're shooting 16mm film, and I don't know if you guys probably know what 16mm is. This one's my CP16A. What that means, the A means it's a viewfinder that actually hooks to the lens rather than reflex viewing through the camera. This is one of the earlier models, and it was actually a little bit less costly to buy than there was a CP16R, which is a reflex. The thing about this camera is, well, it's 16mm. It's film. I love film. You guys already know that. But it's just it's a pretty good portable camera. I mean, it's somewhat heavy though, but I do like it. It's taken some really nice images. I shot my daughter's baptism video with it years ago, and I shot all that on 16, and it turned out good. Now this is actually, what this is actually a zoom, so you can actually zoom, nice zooms. So if you set up your zoom and you want to just zoom out, you can just crank this crank and it makes you very smooth zooms. I have a friend in California that I buy the stuff from, and I just recently put the new belts in this camera. Recently got a new battery for it. I got two new batteries. Actually, he messed up on the one battery, and so he gave it to me free because it wouldn't work in the cameras, but when I got it, it actually worked. So I ended up getting two batteries for the price of one. So now this camera is completely ready to go again. I put the new belts in it. This is the counter on the back. It shows I showed 150 feet. Of course, when the film ran out, it was like 146 feet of film that I had. And this is film that I've had for a few years. It's been in the fridge, so we're hoping for the best on it. But it's just trying to test out the camera today, and of course I'm using an 85 filter. This is an 85 filter for the tungsten balanced film that I'm running. So what you're doing is you're taking tungsten balance and you're balancing it to daylight, which is what we're out here. Shoots 400-foot rolls. You can put 400-foot rolls in here. You can open up the camera magazine now. You can't open up this because obviously it'll expose the film. But this is the running mechanism. You can hear the film kind of running in there. And what it does is just, it takes it out of this, takes it around, takes it through the camera, back out, and then it winds it up onto the film. And you can shoot sound with this, but you have to have an audio recorder that's separate, and then you have to slate it, clap, or do something to sync the two picture and sound together, and then you can actually shoot sound with this camera. Because it's, if you notice when it's on, other than it's clapping the film right now, you can't really hear the camera. It's really quiet, so it's really good for running sync sound. Okay, so I got another camera here that I've had for, I bought this from a guy named John Williams. He's one of my best friends. He's a photographer, and I bought it from him when I was still a kid. So I've had this camera for a long time, and I sent it in recently to have it all gone through and work, because it quit working this spring, quit working, and it didn't seem to run. But I had the guy go through it, and he was able to get it going, and it's in really good shape now again. It's this is the Filmo 70. It's actually a military one. It actually probably shot World War II footage, maybe even at one time. It's the 70 km, and so it holds 100-foot spools. And I've got some right here. These are 100-foot spools, and what you do is, you can open it up. They're 100-foot spools like this, and they're light tight. Light can't get into the film because it's protected with the reel. And you put the 100-foot spools in, and then this one you don't need batteries or anything because it cranks up. It has a hand crank, and so when you run it, you run the film, and it's just runs about 35 seconds worth of film. So this has got a 25mm lens So it's basically a normal lens for 16 millimeter, but you can't necessarily focus through the lens with this. So you have to kind of say, okay, that distance, it looks like to me to be 10 feet. Then I have to set this lens to 10 feet. But with the aperture, if you actually have an aperture, say you have an f11, let's say, then let's say I go to 20 feet on the mark, then I'm actually 7 feet to almost infinity. So I wouldn't really have to focus after that point if that's what the f-stop was. But if it goes down more, like say to a 5.6, then at 20 feet I'm only good for about 9 feet to infinity. But that's still pretty good if you're staying a distance away from your subject. But if you're getting closer, there is a critical focuser right here where you can actually look in and actually critically focus. If you wanted to do something that was really necessary to get critical, then you could do it through there. Lens turret too, so you can actually put different lenses on and rotate through. I've only got the normal right now, but I do have a telephoto, and I do have an actually pretty long telephoto that I use sometimes, but that one's hard to work with sometimes because you really ought to have the focus critical on that one because it's such a telephoto lens. I used that on my daughter's baptism where I set it up on the tripod, critically focused her face, and then shot those shots, and it turned out really nice. I like it. My favorite thing about this camera is it's just portable. I mean, it doesn't take any batteries, don't require no batteries. It just shoots 100 feet of film, and it's just real portable, and it's just, you know, I quite enjoy it. I like it, and I'm hoping this summer to maybe make a short film with these two cameras. Just trying to write the script and figure out that, but hopefully get a short screenplay going. But I'm gonna probably take this camera now and just go over here and just film the rest of this roll of film on my grandkids there, and then maybe in the video we can see the footage when it comes back, or maybe I'll post this video and then when the footage comes back we'll do another video to show you the footage. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this, and I'm sorry to haven't been around for a bit, but I did to get my eyes taken care of, and I'm seeing a lot better 2020, so can't beat that. This is a light meter, and what you do is you have to come over to where the subject is basically and take a reading, and the reading I've got now is a 3.2, so then I have to come on my lens and I need to put that in the light meter. So 3.2, it's approximately right there. Probably just go with a 2.8. Probably be fine. I have to judge the distance from him, which I figured out to be about 7 feet, and so I'm just gonna have to go with that, and then so I'm only going to be in focus probably from about 6 to maybe 8 or 9. So he may swing in and out of focus, but that's okay. We'll just film him a little bit here. Trey, if you can hear the camera, it's just rolling.
Don't push her. Push her, Mama.
So when you're done with a shot on these old cameras, you have to basically crank it back up, and you want to do that after each shot because then you don't have a chance of ever running out of time. And we've shot 68 feet of film right now, and I still got I got a 100-foot roll in here, so we only got 30 more feet to shoot. So yeah, these are pretty fun little cameras, you know. And I think, you know, we get into the, I mean, I don't ever want to bash the digital world because we are in that world now, but film tends to slow you down, have fun. I mean, I can come out with a film camera and probably get more shots and make a little story because you're always stopping the camera, you're moving it, you're filming again. Whereas with video, a lot of times you turn it on and you don't really turn it off. And so you can't really edit a story with that. But with film, you kind of figure, oh, I gotta stop for a minute because I'm running film. But then you can change angles, you can, you know, do different things, make a story. I've been thinking about things in home movies and different things lately, and I've been going through some of my old VHS. Yes, I've shot VHS, which was, I feel like sometimes now was a mistake. I wish I would have kept shooting more film at the time, but you know, with the cost and everything, I know that's why people went to it, but some of that's degrading, some of that's, I don't know if I'm even going to be able to use, but I look at some of my, you know, 15, 20, 30-year-old videos. My kids are in their 30s now, and I've looked at some of the film that I've shot, and it's still as good as it was the day it was shot, and that's a credit to film. Film is very archivable. It's going to be around longer than we're going to be around. Whereas some of these video technologies, I am a little worried about it. I'm thinking that, you know, that's why I kind of like to shoot more film in my stuff, is because I just feel like that video technology and that might have a problem being around 20, 30, 40 years from now. So I mean, it's a very convenient way, like I said, to show your videos, to be able to play them, look at them, and I'm all for that type of technology. But I think for archivability, you can't beat film. And so, anyway, I appreciate you listening to my spiels, and so if you like what you're seeing and you're interested in what I'm doing out here, I would like you to be able to like and subscribe, and I appreciate the subscribers that have already subscribed. I do appreciate that, and thank you for your input, and we'll catch you on the next one. Done with a shot on these old cameras, you have to basically crank it back up, and you want to do that after each shot, because then you don't have a chance of ever running out of time. And we've shot 68 feet of film right now, and I got a 100-foot roll in here, so